A lot of people who watch the Joe Rogan Experience know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I'm sure.
For sure.
Saying, like, if I had someone like that on, I would have to do a deep dive.
Oh, dude. Hilarious.
It's not fun. It's not fun when I think about deep dives on, air quotes, evil. Because I don't know if it's real. I don't know how much of it's real. But I know that throughout history, there have been enormous entities, whether they're armies or governments or religions, that have wreaked havoc on the human race.
Of course. And you know how it always goes? The people in control of the money, they start creating more of it, or they start devaluing it in some other way. Most recently, the Roman Empire, of course, less and less silver, less and less gold, clipping coins. And that's what always puts us into trouble. And that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, and if you don't think that can happen right now, you're crazy. It's always happening. And we always have to fight against it. And so, when people think that, the idea of saying that freedom is important is a frivolous notion, you have to understand what you get when you don't have freedom. Then other people have control of you. Once people have control of you, they do bad things. If you look at the places that have the most control over people, and Australia is one of them because everyone's unarmed, because they took the guns away in the 90s when they had one mass shooting. They took everybody's guns away.
First of all, not everyone's unarmed. There are lots, but they didn't take them away. They gave them voluntarily. They went, okay.
That's fine. But they're unarmed, though. There's very few rifles. Very few rifles that exist for hunting. It's mostly unarmed people. That's the difference. And what they're doing over there is crazy. They're imposing rules on these people. They're ignoring science when it comes to whether or not you've recovered from it naturally because you got COVID. Should you be exempt from taking a vaccine? No, it's everybody needs the shot. What are you doing? They're saying now 3 is the shot.
Oh, what's your number? What's your number? 4,
Israel's 5, up to 4.
6. What's your number? When does it stop?
It gets to this point where you're going, okay, would that be possible in a place where everybody was armed? And I'm not saying people should rise up against government. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the psychology of people where they have ultimate power over you because they have all the weapons. Just from not even this, let's not even look at this scenario. Let's look at just the psychological state of people that have absolute control over you, and then they want to tell you what to do. There's some people that are bad parents. They're like, go to your room. Just shut up and go to your room. They want the kid to just shut up and go to the room because they don't want to deal with it anymore. Because they have the ultimate power over the kid. And then the kid feels like this is a terrible relationship. They don't want to listen to me. I'm crying. I didn't really mean to do it that way. And you can't even talk to them. Go to your room. Shut the fuck up. Go to your room. That's some parents, right? It's also some governments. There's some governments that when they have the same kind of ultimate power that a parent has over a child, they're shitty government. And they're mean. And they treat people as if they have to listen. And they treat people as if they're second-class citizens and they know better than you. Even though they're just human beings, they know better than you, and you're just going to have to do this. You're just going to have to get used to doing this because this is how we do things. Hey, no, fuck you. You're just a person. You shouldn't be telling all these other people who disagree how they have to and don't have to live their life. How can you do that? The only way. You have to have ultimate power. Ultimate power. You have to be the only one who's armed. You have to be the only one who gets to say. You have to be stuck in this weird situation where you could change laws and change rules because there's an emergency. Get away all sorts of protections that people have had in the past, and then you never get them back.